Here we go, and we are live, continuing our search once again for shiny Frigobacks. Are we gonna find it today? Hopefully. I'm hoping so. I thought this shiny hunt was gonna be so easy. We go over here, we eat the sandwiches, everything's great. You go up on the mountain where there's nothing but Frigobacks is spawning when you eat the sandwich. Then we're just playing the game, going through the motions, and we're not finding anything. Apparently, I missed one on the first day. If I haven't gone back to look if that's true or not. I was working on a video today for Saturday. That's why the stream's starting a little later. I haven't had a chance to go back, though, to actually look. If I go back, and if after today's stream, I'm going to go back and look. And if I go back and look, and I see a stupid little shiny Frigobacks waddling through the snowstorm, I am going to be so mad. Because that would have been, we would have had the Snover and the Frigobacks day one of searching. Then we'd have been off on, I don't know, the Flamingo? What's it? Flamigo? I couldn't even remember the name of that thing. Flamigo. Or, the next one I want to do is, I want to try Roaring Moon. I think that one's going to be hard, though. I think Roaring Moon's going to be really, really hard to get a shiny. Thing is, though, you don't really have to worry about missing it, because there's only a couple of them that even spawn in the first place. But the thing is, only the couple of them spawn. I wonder, though, you eat that sandwich, if that'll make that much of a difference down in that area. Because, let's think, in the Roaring Moon spawns in that one little cave. I don't think other Dino might spawn there. I think Swellios, too. I was going to say, if they're the only dragon type that, or Roaring Moon's the only dragon type that spawns there, it'll be easier to get encounters. I can't say it's going to be easy to get because, well, that's what I said about this one, because we only spawn Frigobacks when we're up on the mountain eating the sandwich, but that is clearly not the case as we're on the, is this the third stream we've done this? I think we did a short stream. Okay, yeah, this is the third stream. We did a short stream about an hour, then a 3-hour stream. Not a 3. I was so pissed. I wanted yesterday's stream to be 3 hours. It was 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds. All I had to do was sit there for another 2 seconds, and we could have hit 3 hours exactly. But we didn't. I ended it 2 seconds early. And then today, we're out here shiny hunting, as we always do, for this Frigobacks. Hopefully, we'll manage to find it. Hopefully, it won't be, like we've been the past couple days. Oh, gimme gold. Or it's just nothing. One gimme gold coin. One day we're gonna get a crazy gimme gold thing, because you can't. I think it's random each time. Because we got yesterday, I think we got 1, 5, 1, 2, 5, and 10, I believe. One of these days, gimme gold, you're gonna give us a ton. Today's not the day. Today is not that day. It looks like. All right. I ate the sandwich, right? There's the Frigobacks. One day, if we do the shiny hunts enough, one day we're going to run out and the first one we see is going to be shiny. And it's going to be the craziest stream of all time because it's going to be a 10-minute stream. Because it's going to be the first 3 minutes of me trying to get the sandwich and figure out whatever I need to do with that. Then we go find the Pokemon 4 minutes in, and then it's me screaming for the next 6 minutes because we've got it. That's how the stream's going to go. If we ever get a shiny Frigobacks in the shiny we're looking for right away. That would be legendary. I wonder if anyone's done that. And the thing is, too, like, someone could probably fake that for a video. I wonder if a stream. Has anyone ever done it? Where you do a shiny hunt, you go out, and the first one you see is a shiny. I'm sure people have seen it quickly. Like, we found that Snover, 20 minutes in? Like, that's quick. But I'm talking, like, first one you see, or maybe like first cluster of them you see. Like let's say I run down this hill, the first group of Pokemon I saw spawned on this hill, one of them was the shiny there. Because having it be the first one you see, a lot of people shiny hunt though, so someone might have gotten that eventually, or before. If not, someone's bound to get it eventually. That'd be crazy. You know how lucky you have to be? Your first one you see is shiny. Send Donde out there, have him start beating him up. Oh, that Cubchoo was having a snack. Now, I'm not going down here. For those that have been watching the stream the past couple days, when I go down there, I feel like a snowstorm always starts. So we're not going down there, we're running back up the mountain. This hillside here is good, though. We get a lot of spawns here. None of them are shiny. Why isn't Charizard going out? Does he not like the cold? There we go. Frigabacks. More Snover and an Obama Snow. No. You gotta look at them for a second. Because you gotta see the snot rolling down their hands. It's yellow on the normal, pink on the shiny. That's what I look for. Because the body, if you saw the thumbnail of this stream, you'd tell the body is blue, but like when next to the other ones, it's hard to tell even which one's the shiny. But for these ones, with them being out in the snow like this, I'm like, that's one thing I'm worried about. We're not missing one. If I miss that one on the first day, that would be devastating. Very first day, miss the shiny. Oh, hey, let me check something real quick. I want to check the audio for the stream. All right, we're good to go. Just had to make sure the audio was good because it was the Finizen stream. Of course, it was we streamed Finizen for what, 4 or 5 streams. We did it for 7 hours, and of course, the stream where we get it is not only the shortest stream where we search for it, but the audio was messed up in that stream. It sounded like super echoey. I have no idea. I didn't change anything going into that stream, and I haven't changed anything since that stream. But everything's still fine. It was just that one. And none of you guys watching realize it either. I wonder if it might just be the replay of the stream. That's where the audio's messed up. And like the actual stream itself, when it was live, it was fine. Maybe something got corrupted while it was like doing the replay thing on YouTube. Because like after you stream on YouTube, the stream isn't like just there right away. It goes through like some brief processing thing, and then it's there to watch. I think you can, like, you might be able to watch it right away. But like if I wanted to go do something to it, I had to wait a second for the processing or whatever it is to go through. 5-star that guy. Bug type? Think we could beat it? I kind of want to do... no, we're doing Frigabacks today. Or you know what? Maybe we do that. Let's do that raid. And if we get one, we'll use... If we get a shiny Herba Mystica, we're gonna oh. I was gonna say we get a shiny Herba Mystica, we'll do it. Use that to get Frigabacks. But I just realized something. I have Fire Blast on Charizard. That is the only fire move I have. It has a PP of 5. It's flying super effective against Bug. We're gonna find out. We are going to find out. They got a Staraptor. Maybe that's super effective. Okay, thank the Lord. Hurricane is super effective as well. I don't think this is gonna be hard. Charizard is Dame should murk this thing. Yeah, they're... Oh. Is that Seed Sour gonna heal it? That did a decent amount. Charizard normally never takes damage during these. Dundee. Get him. That was a big chunk of damage. Let's go. Oh, we got the burn too. Let's go. I burned him. I think that was me. I think I'm the only one to use fire move there. Okay, not very effective. Does it take damage from the burn? Sunny Day, that's gonna help me. My ability has something with Sunny Day. Yeah, look at that! Oh my gosh! It did a huge amount of damage, and it still doesn't put up the shield. I might die. Oh, of course, there's the shield. With Sunny Day up, I might be able to... I don't think I need to Terrastalize. I just want to hit it with a Fire Blast. Here we go. That did nothing. Do I have to be Terrastalized with this? I don't do these raids, so I don't know. Ah, Dande's down. Dande, no! No! I think we might... Dande's a reliable partner. That's what... Say something weird. Oh, I don't care about the stat change or any of that. Can I? Yeah, Terrastalize and hit with a Fire Blast. It said to Terrastalize. I don't know if that'll make a difference here or not. Let's go, Dande. Hands up. Terrastalize ball. There he goes. Got this sweet dragon hat. Look how sick that thing is. The thing is, all we have to do is break the shield. Once we break the shield, we're home free. But the problem is breaking that dang shield. Fire Blast. That hit a decent amount. Super effective. Burned again. How did it get rid of the other burn? I just noticed it wasn't there. What do you do? Attack harshly fell? Oh, Solar Power did something for me. Oh, yeah, I don't have Solar Power. Do I? What's the Charizard's move? Or... I don't even know. It dodged Hurricane. I need to hit that. Why is it only targeting me? Look, these goons I'm battling with. It's not letting me battle. There you go, Hurricane. These goons I'm battling with aren't doing anything. Staraptor, can, like, you're using Bravery. That's it. Look, it does nothing. Avoided the attack again. I have missed 2 Hurricanes in a row. We're gonna lose because I can't hit the Hurricane. I think, what move did I just use? Is it Dragon Pulse? Okay, maybe that'll at least get rid of the shield. The shield's still there? I hate these raids in this game. I hate how they work. It's so stupid. They're the worst. Like, nothing makes sense. Oh, there we go. Damn it. Please take it out with this Hurricane. Please, please. Oh, let's go! Oh my gosh! Let's go, we won! Because I feel the timer, like, I don't feel like it moves consistently. I feel like it's like as you get further down, it's accelerated. That's how I feel. Like, the raids in Pokemon Go are perfect. They make complete sense. You see the timer, you see the thing going down. They got not only a timer, but then the rain going down. Helps so much. And this one, you have these stupid shields, then you have to break them. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, we did get a Herba Mystica, a bitter one. I've never had that before. I've only had spicy ones. I've had 3 of them. That's good, though, I think. It was even sparkling there, so that must be rare. I think all the Herba Mysticas are rare. Alright. No, I don't want to give him a nickname. Send him to the box. Send him to the box. Oh, is that thing I forgot. That thing's a 3-stage, right? So I've probably seen the first one. I just caught the last one. Just completely skipped over the second one. Alright. You know what? I have faith. We're not going to use the sandwiches today. The Herba Mysticas. If we don't get one today, we are leading the stream off tomorrow using a sandwich with the Herba Mysticas to get that dang shiny Frigobacks. Because that'll be the 4th stream. How long did... sorry. How long did it take us to get Palafin? Finizen. 1, 2, 3... That was 4 streams. So yeah, this is the 3rd stream here. I genuinely thought we were going to find this on the 1st stream. Here we are, 3 streams deep. Haven't found it yet. We're still early on, though. Still early on. Donda, you go take those guys out that way. And Where were we yesterday? I think it was... Yeah, it was like down over here. Well, you know what? We should check the spot that always has the Arctobax spawn. Because that could be shiny too. And I'm not like looking for just shiny Frigibax and like I'm not... I only want that. If I get a shiny Arctobax, I'm not doing it. I'm doing this to get a shiny Baxcalibur. So, shiny Arctobax, I would be perfectly cool with. No. No. Well, I didn't see that one snot, so I should check it no matter what. No. Because I see some people like, I want shiny Frigibax, for instance. And they'll find a shiny Arctobax and be pissed that because it's not the shiny Frigibax. I'm like, no, no, no. I want shiny Baxcalibur. And I'm cool with getting it in any means necessary. I don't care if I get a shiny Arctobax. A shiny Arctobax I think would be cooler than the shiny Frigibax. I guess though for the people that like to do the shiny decks, I don't even know. No, it's not shiny. I can never tell with this thing. So I wonder if we beat it if another one will spawn. Look, Dande's not messing around. He's using that Quick Claw. He's hitting him with the Fire Blast. Arctobax, get out of here. He hit a crit too. Dande wasn't messing around there. He went all out. Oh my gosh. We have this Frigibax here to do no damage to a shiny Frigibax if we find one. And now it's evolving to an Arctobax. That's just not what we wanted. Now we have to go find another... Okay, leave him there. Wait, how is that 38 and he's 37? What? 36, 25, 30... Let's take the level 34. Throw him in there. Let's go to the highest peak. The peak of Paldea, the highest point in the entire region. Let's go up there and see if we can find this shiny. Like I said, I started the stream a little bit later today because I was working on. I gotta figure out the schedule for how I'm gonna do these streams. Because I'm cool. I want to do them every day, but that might mean like one day, like today, would be a shorter stream because I have to make my video for the week. I'm not done with it. I just recorded it. I still have to edit it and everything. But for that video, I am talking about Charizard being overused in the TCG, because a lot of people say it is. And I mean, there's a couple of instances, like I'll say from the video that I brought, some instances I brought up in the video. The Charizard UPC Ultra Premium Collection Box, that's a waste. That's too, we did not need that. The Charizards in is it Astral Radiance? No, not Astral Radiance. Brilliant Stars. We don't need those. Those are a bit much, I thought. That is just my personal opinion, though. Titan, go away. Get him. Done it. Get Titan. Get him out of here. Look, there's a lot of Frigibax up here. Hey, Dino just beat them all. He is. Yeah, none of you guys are shiny. You're all getting beat. So people kept talking about, like, oh, there's so many Charizards. Pokemon act like there's no other Pokemon besides Charizard. I'm like, well, what do you expect? Charizard is one of the most popular Pokemon of all time. It's a Pokemon all the casual fans love. They already know that the diehard fans are going to be buying everything and playing everything no matter what. But the casual fans, they're only going to be there if something they love is there too. Charizard's one of those things. So it makes sense for them to have to add in Charizard in so many different things. Like, I thought it was so cool that the first raid for this game, that was like the 6-star raid or whatever it was this Charizard right here. You guys can't see it because the face cam's in the way. I'll have to do this summary. This Charizard, I thought it was so cool. This was the first of the raids they did. And the reason why I thought it was so cool is because I was like, oh my god, it's a Dragon-type Charizard. That means they're hinting at doing Kalos for the DLC. Turns out that's not the case, but still, I'm not complaining because Mega Charizard X is my favorite Pokemon of all time. This is the closest thing we can get to that in this game. I'm not complaining. I'm cool with it. The Dragon Hat is one of the coolest ones for the Terra types. They give you one perfect EVs. Was that another shiny Abomasnow? No, that was green. Thought it was blue again. Gives you perfect moveset, perfect nature, perfect EVs, IVs, all that stuff, level hunge. They give it to you and it's absolutely cracked. So I'm not complaining about that. I wish I did a Greninja one though. Have just a perfect Greninja. And I wonder if they did Decidueye. I would have liked to do that one too. To do that one, to shiny hunt that, to get a shiny Decidueye. I really want a shiny Decidueye. I don't think there's any way to get it though in this game. No. I'm trying to remember. I felt like I did more than one of those Charizard raids. I remember doing the one. I thought I did more. This isn't one from that. This is the one they gave for Obsidian Flames. I felt like I did more. Maybe I didn't catch them. Why wouldn't I catch them? It's a level 100 Charizard. I'll have to ask my brother. Maybe I didn't beat it? No way. Because we got the Azumarill just for the Charizard raid. Look, I have this level 100 Azumarill built out just for the Charizard raids. Look, Shell Bell, Water, Terra type, Fairy, Water, plus attack, minus special attack, Play Rough, Helping Hand, Superpower, Belly Drum. And it's got the good ability too. What was the ability? Huge power. Doubles the Pokemon's attack stat. And then you use Belly Drum with Fairy moves. Play Rough, that thing was insane. It was dealing tons of damage to those Charizards. I say Charizard's plural, because I'm almost positive I did multiple. I feel like I did. I must be wrong, though. Or, because there's no way I didn't catch it. People are always talking about trading in this game, and people trade on the Pokemon Home. I'm gonna have to do that to try to get some good Pokemon. Like trade. I should maybe do a stream or video of that. I don't know, because I've never done that before. I know that's like a popular thing people do, like they go trade on Pokemon Home. I'd want a shiny Greninja and shiny Decidueye. Or Rowlet and Froakie and then play through a game with them. That's always fun to do. That's what I would do in Pokemon Black and White. I played those games so many times, and I'd always start them. Like I'd have, I had one game, because I think I had 2 copies of White or Black. I played Pokemon Black. So I had 2 copies of that. And I would trade over all my good stuff, because I had a Platinum, or I had a Pearl game that I got used, and it was juiced up, had all kinds of good stuff. Then I transferred everything over that was good from the Platinum game to the Pokemon Black game. Then that was after I beat the game, though. I beat the game, then transferred everything over. So that whole game was just juiced up with all kinds of good stuff. Then, the other one, I would, like, trade one Pokemon over at the start from, like, that I hatched from an egg, or maybe trade it as an egg, or, like, a really low-level Pokemon, and play through the game with that as my starter. Like I did it once with Charizard, I did it with Blastoise, I did it with Dratini, which was Dragonite. That was fun. I'd always do those. That was something I was thinking of doing for one of the games here, because I've never played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I was thinking maybe do something like that on those. I don't think that'd be as interesting, though, because it's obviously only Gen 1. I need to play. I've never played a Gen 1 game, like, beginning to end. I need to play one. I've played Soul Silver, where you go to Kanto after you beat all of Johto. but I've never actually played like Fire Pokemon Red, Yellow, Blue, or Fire Red or Leaf Green. I really should, but I don't know if I always see people say those games are bad, like because they're so outdated compared to the stuff we have now. So I might play the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but then I heard people say that the whole catching mechanism or catching mechanic is really bad in that game. I think you have to like throw the Pokeball like you have to do in, like obviously you throw a Pokeball to catch stuff, but you have to like actually like you do something and throw it with the controller. It's not like in this game where you just click Ultra Ball and my guy uses the Ultra Ball. You have to like direct the Pokeball yourself. Everyone says they don't like that, which can't be fun because, like I was telling you guys yesterday, in Showdown I built like my dream team, I guess you can say, and I'm pretty sure 4 of the Pokemon are from Kanto. Mega Charizard X, which I would just use Charizard. Snorlax, Lapras, Gengar. Yeah, 4 of them. Because then the last 2 are Superior and Gudra. That team's good. Mega Charizard, Flame Wheel's the move to have on him. Boost his speed. Then you just use Dragon Claw. He's so good. I think I've Dragon Claw, Thunder Punch, Earthquake on him. Oh, he's a Giving Blow up here. 3 of them, okay. Hey, better than the other ones we got earlier, which were 1 and 1. No, none there. Ah! Shiny Frigabax, where are you? My game all just froze there. Maybe I should go back to where I got the shiny, Abomasnow. Snover, whatever it's called. Maybe that'll give me the luck. Or maybe I need to go to the Dragon's Lair. We haven't gone there yet. That one's not shiny. Yeah, we haven't gone there yet this stream. I think we should go to the Dragon's Lair. Head over there, see if we can get one. No. We're going to the Dragon's Lair. Alright. Where are we? Dragon's Lair is... Isn't there a Pokemon Center here? Oh, up there. Never mind. I think I found that going here first was easier. This is one of, like, the 10 wonders of Paldea. Did I fly here and go left or right, though? Oh, the Spherobax is here. I forgot. We are still on the mountain. See, I can't figure out where to go. Oh, there's a ton here, though. Good thing we came over here. Look at all the Frigabaxes. Will one be shiny? What am I doing? Run. What's going on? These grave guys, or what are their names? Grivard. Running into me. We don't want you guys. We don't want you guys. We want the shiny Frigabax. Gotta look closely over here, because you never know which is going to be the shiny one. You really don't. None here, none here, none here. Flipping around. At the Wonder of Paldea. No shiny. See, like, look how big that one is, and look how little that one is. I think that one is just little. I don't think that one right there was really big. Every time we look at them, it's like we scare them. Like, look, they jump over. Ah! Didn't see you there. Alright, so the Dragon's Lair is right down there. Oh, Snow Runt. Snow Runt's that. Snover is the shiny we caught. I always mix those two names up, I feel like. Alright, down we go to the Dragon's Lair. Where is the entrance? Oh, look, we landed right on it. Not shiny. Alright, low kicks, I don't want to battle you. See, every time you go in the Dragon's Lair and you leave, it's heavily guarded. You gotta be careful leaving. It's a Toddle, Sneasel. Not shiny Friggabacks. Oh, this might be the first one we need the sandwich, because there's no mass outbreak for these. What are the mass outbreaks even on the map right now? I saw Floatzel up top. That's a cool one. Golduck, that fairy flower from Kalos. The thing that Billiblop, that evolves into Billy Blop. What'd that say? Gym again. Is that what all of those say? They're called Gym again? No way. Gym again. Gym again? Oh, I guess so. Alright. Got something in my eye. Here we go. Good to go. We'll find the shiny Friggabacks today. Giraffe-rig? No, I'm good. Where's that tower down there? Is that part of the Team Star base? It might be. I just forgot that it was part of the story. I just have this fan on. My eyes are like... I feel like it's just blowing in my face. Messing up my eyes and my vision. We need our eyes to be fully locked in. I'm looking for these shiny Frigabaxes. No, none anywhere. You know, I'll start talking about the Charizards again. So, oh my gosh. So many people say Charizard's overused. Too much Charizard, too much Charizard. I'm like, no, there's not too much Charizard. There's a good amount, the perfect amount of Charizard in Pokemon, because Charizard's the Pokemon. Like, you think of all the casual fans, the people that like played Pokemon when they were little, or like getting into Pokemon now. What's like one of the first Pokemon they want for anything? If they're playing a game, if they're doing the cards, they want Charizard. Why? Because Charizard's so cool. Base set Charizard, the first edition of the big good one, whatever everyone loves. Most expensive card you can pull out of a pack. So, based on that alone, even if Charizard wasn't like a popular Pokemon, but if he was the most expensive card you could pull out of a pack, the TCG is obviously going to print a lot of those to give fans the opportunity to get a version of those cards. That's why we've gotten so many of the reprints of that card. Like we have, oh my gosh, how many times was the base set one reprinted? Well, you had the original base set, first edition, then there's base set unlimited, which is fine. That's literally the same set, just not the first edition print run. But then you had base set 2, then you had legendary collections. Then you had evolutions. It was a little while till you got it printed again. I mean, technically in Stormfront, I'm trying to think. It was Stormfront, I believe. Where you had this, yeah, it was Stormfront. We had the secret rare Charizard. He was standing in the same stance. It was the same card as the original base set one, just with a modern look to it. So technically that's a reprint. But then you had evolutions, where they just changed the damage for the moves, I'm pretty sure. And I think they upped the health by 20, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have evolutions and was Celebrations then the next one? Celebrations, yeah, the 25th anniversary set. So for like the 20th anniversary and the 25th anniversary, they've reprinted the card a whole bunch of times. But still, like, just Charizard itself, people love that Pokemon. People want that Pokemon in all kinds of different ways. So it makes sense for them to make all the products for it. Like I said, I will admit the UPC Ultra Premium Collection Box, those were too much, man. We didn't need those. There was... No. Cancel. Yeah, thank you. I did not want to do that. But those boxes, because, I mean, they would have been good if, honestly, if the pull rates weren't bad. Because most of the Ultra Premium Collection boxes, like, it's called Ultra Premium Collection Box. Like, of course it's going to be expensive. I think we need a new sandwich. Oh, yeah, we got a new sandwich. Like, of course it's going to be expensive, but it was expensive, and the pull rates were absolutely awful out of the packs. I made a video saying I think it'd be a decent investment item. I think it is, but not for years down the road. Like, it's not something like... What's something that's going up and, like, quickly going... Celebrations quickly went up in value. Champion's Path is... I mean, it's always been... Resells like $100. I feel it's always been about that. Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, all those sets are like going up relatively quickly. Those Charizard boxes, they're not going to be going up for a long time. But when they do, I think they'll go up a significant amount because of the fact that it has 3 exclusive promo cards. One is of it battling Mewtwo, which that card is so cool. One is of the one laying there in like the forest. That one's cool. Then the other one is the Gigantamax one. Which I think that one will be pretty cool too, because of Leon. That's a big thing too, why they have so many Charizard Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Leon was the champion and he had a Charizard. Now I know it's like, this is one thing with like authors and stuff, and they say, oh, well, this happened this way. It's like, well, yeah, the author made it happen that way. It's not like it just happened and it was out of their control. Like, Pokemon deliberately made Leon have a Charizard. It's not like Leon just magically had a Charizard. And like, oh, we have to do this because Leon has a Charizard. No, they purposely planned for Leon to have a Charizard to then make all those other cards during Sword and Shield. And it was because of Ash, right? It was because Ash, he had the super strong Charizard. Everyone says Charizard is like one of his strongest Pokemon. And with the story with his, I wasn't listening to him. He sent it off to Charizard Valley. This is how it was in the Pokemon leagues. Battling it with it again when he brought it back. It was against Iris's Dragonite. Like, there was so much stuff. Battled in Articuno. So much cool stuff with Ash and his Charizard in the anime. It was like Charizard was an integral part of the Pokemon anime. 100%. And for the conclusion of that... Yo, X, what's something for tuning in? I appreciate it. And for Pokemon to bring a conclusion to that story, Charizard's the only correct option for Leon there to have as his big ace main Pokemon. Especially because Ash beat him with Pikachu to become the world champion and to end off his story. Like, it was perfect for it to be Charizard. It was perfect. It was meant to be Charizard that Leon had. But obviously, like, because it's the champion's Pokemon, there's going to be a ton of it. I mean, look at Cynthia with Garchomp during Diamond and Pearl. Look at Diantha with Gardevoir during X and Y. Now, I will admit, this era, we have, what? I don't even know her name. Oh, what is the champion's name here? She has the Glamora. I cannot think of her name, though. But like I said, she has a Glamora. But the Glamora is just not that cool of a Pokemon. And to be fair, I don't know how far in advance they plan all this stuff out, but what if it was like, they knew Glamora wasn't that crazy cool of a Pokemon, and they wouldn't make like crazy cards of it. So they went all out with the champion's Pokemon the generation before Leon, because he had a Charizard, and they knew Charizard was a super big, popular Pokemon that everyone would love. One thing I wish, like, during all those trainer arts and stuff that they were releasing for the trainer gallery, I wish we had a crazy looking Charizard card. There was one with Leon and Charizard. They were like sitting inside or something like that, like playing or something. I wish there was one of them in the stadium battling, and it's Leon with the Charizard. Like, that would have been such a sick card. Unfortunately, didn't get that. We did get a lot of other Charizards, though. Like, the Leon and Vivid Voltage I like, because it's like a throwback to champion cards of the end of, or like towards the end of Sun and Moon. I like all the shiny ones, obviously. Pokemon Go, perfect ones there. Still, they didn't include Aegislash in the anime for Leon's team. Yeah, I remember people were talking about what Leon's team was going to be. Because what, he had a bunch of Pokemon. The 3 starters, Dragapult. But then there was like Galarian Mr. Mime, or Mr. Rhyme, whatever the name. I think Mr. Rhyme's the name of the one Leon had, like the evolution or whatever it is. So Mr. Rhyme, Seismitoad, and Aegislash. I think those were the Pokemon he had. But they ended up going, because it's 3 starters, Dragapult, Mr. Rhyme, and Charizard. And the other, like, interchangeable ones. It might have been Haxorus, Seismitoad, Aegislash. Might have been those 3. Could be wrong about that, though. Nonetheless, all this stuff with Leon's cards. Like, there was that Charizard, Leon with the Charizard in Vivid Voltage. I really like that card. Thought that one was really cool. Finally pulled it out of the Pokérev pack in a video. Then you had, the set before was, Darkness Ablaze. No, the set before Vivid Voltage was Champion's Path. The set before that was Darkness Ablaze. Champion's Path, I'll admit, that was, Looking back on it now, it was just the hype. That was the prime of the Pokemon hype during the pandemic. And I wonder if they did this on purpose. I wonder if Pokemon purposely released Darkness Ablaze and Champion's Path back to back because they knew of the hype Charizard brings, and they recognized the hype that Pokemon had at the time. They're like, we're going to sell a ton of stuff, make a ton of money. Everything's going to be sold out everywhere for both of these products. 2 sets released back to back. I really think that's what they did. Aegislash in the first... Is the first Pokemon... Is the first Pokemon he sends out no matter which starter you choose? Yeah, then the only reason they did in the anime was to have him have an all Galar team plus Charizard. That's got to be the only reason then. Aegislash is so cool though. He really sent. Yeah, I don't even remember who his team was in the game. I played the game. I played Sword and Shield and I beat Donde. Don't even remember what his team was though. I remember Snorlax, Gigantamax was going toe-to-toe with the Charizard. That's one of the reasons why I like Sawyer so much from X and Y, because he had the Aegislash. Aegislash is such a cool Pokemon. And then, but back to the Charizard stuff. Champion's Path was literally... Champion's Path to Sword and Shield was what Burning Shadows was to Sun and Moon. Burning Shadows was this hyped up set everyone talked about, everyone loved, or said they loved, and was super expensive, all because it had the Rainbow Rare Charizard GX in it. Any other good cards in Burning Shadows? I mean, there was some Ho-Ohs and stuff. Pack art was pretty cool on that set and all the designs for all the products, but the only reason everyone wanted it was for that Rainbow Rare Charizard, and the pulls weren't the best out of that set. Then you have Champion's Path. That set, man, pull rates, awful. Pack arts, all that stuff, disgusting. The Charizard ETB, that was a cool design. I have them over on my shelf over there. They look sick. They're so cool. But the normal pack arts looked gross. Having it only have really 2 good cards, those 2 Charizards. Like, the other cards in the set were kind of meh. Like, I like Duraludon. I think there was a Duraludon EX in that set. Or V in that set. I don't even think I like that much. I had Gardevoir, I remember. It had, I can never remember this thing's name, what Chudo evolves into. I feel like it starts with a D. What's the name of it? Dreadnought? Something like that. They had that card in there too. But everyone was hyped up about the set because it was guaranteed like a hit out of every pack. As they say, hits. But in actuality, you're just going to get a ton of those crappy hollows no one really wants. Like, I think there was some Machamp, Altaria. I can't believe it. I don't feel like I opened that much of that set, but I remember a lot of it and about it. But it had the shiny Charizard and the Rainbow Rare Charizard VMAX. Which, the shiny Charizard was really cool. I really like that card, but the Rainbow Rare one, I mean, I guess they just released it just to do it. But then after that, you had Shining Fates. Which, dude, Shining Fates was kind of a disappointment for me. I really didn't like it that much, because with Hidden Fates, what they did was take all of the GX cards, all the GX full art card designs they had in the previous sets. Might not have been all of them from like every set, but all of the ones they used were of those artworks and stuff from previous sets. And so I really wanted to get the full art Snorlax because there was a full art Snorlax V in base set of Sword and Shield. Then when Shining Fates comes around, they don't have that card in it, so that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth with the card as a whole. And to be honest, like Shining Fate or Hidden Fates had so many cool of the cards that were the normal shinies, like Lucario. They had Garchomp. Then they had all the awesome like full art shinies as well. When you go to Shining Fates, man, I just felt that set was bad. Like it was cool having the Galar Pokemon. I liked that. Like I got the shiny Dragapult, Duraludon, Surfetched, Grapploct, the Octolock guy, the Octopus, he's red. And then I think that's it. I want to get the Inteleon too if I'm meaning to get that one. And then also too, the most popular one was the Suicune. But then I felt the normal full art ones, besides the Charizard, they were all kind of bad. The Lapras one was cool. It wasn't worth that much though, and I like Lapras as a Pokemon, so I'm a little biased towards it, but the Lapras was about the only other cool one I felt besides the Charizard. I might be forgetting one off the top of my head, but it was once again a set that kind of was just carried by the Charizard card. Yo, Victor616, thank you for taking the time to tune in. I really appreciate it. Do you prefer Honedge unsheathed or sheathed? I'm trying to think. I think sheathed. I like the sheathed Honedge better, if I'm remembering it correctly. I'm pretty sure. You have 7 boxes full of Honedge? Oh my gosh. Still looking for the shiny? I mean, you're grinding more than me. You started when I started Finizen, and you're still out there looking. I'm out here looking for the shiny Frigobacks right now. But as I was saying, after Shining Fates, then we had a little stretch where we didn't have any Charizard cards in Sword and Shield. But then we eventually got Brilliant Stars, which I know why they had it have Charizards in it for the V-Star cards. They're introducing a new rarity of a card. They acknowledge the hype of Charizard and how much everyone likes it. They want these new rarities to be, or these, it's not a rarity, these new special cards. Hope you find Frigoback soon. Thank you. I do as well. But they have the new, what's it called? Special cards. Want to bring hype around them, want them to be popular. What better way to make them popular than to introduce them with a Charizard card? Makes sense. And also, too, the Alt-Art Charizard in that set was really cool at battling Venusaur, I'm pretty sure. That was a sick card. But then after that, we have the Pokemon Go set. Obviously, they're going to include a Charizard in Pokemon Go. I mean, Charizard was one of the most desired and popular Pokemon to get when Pokemon Go first came out. I have a whole story I need to tell. I'll tell it eventually. About me going out and trying to get a Charizard in Pokemon Go when it first came out. And then, also in that set, you had the Radiant Charizard. And it's like, what, you don't want them to include Radiant Charizard? Because they included Radiant Blastoise and Venusaur. The first ever shiny Venusaur card. Second ever shiny Blastoise card. And obviously they're doing the Kanto starters, so what? They're going to do Blastoise and Venusaur and not include Charizard? I'm camping in Shield right now, and Hazard the Glycopod says it's scared of Honedge. Glycopod looks scarier than Honedge. But yeah, in the Pokemon Go set, it's like the stuff they added in was obvious. And it's not like they gave Charizard some big, crazy special card. It was just a normal hollow Charizard than the shiny one. both of which look sick. I really like the artwork on the normal holo, because he's like flying through the city. I'm pretty sure I pulled that card in a video before. But then after that, you had the Leon one and the Trainer Gallery for Lost Origin, and then Crown Zenith, you had the Charizards. Or Charizard, I should say, it's not plural. There was the one Charizard, the Radiant Charizard. Which, I mean, that one maybe is a little much. We didn't need necessarily another Radiant Charizard. We only had the one Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go. We didn't need another one, but they just capped it off with one more shiny Charizard. We had 1, 2, 4 shiny Charizards during Sword and Shield. But, like, I understand why they did it. They're trying to make... They want that set to be one of the most iconic sets of all time. Capping off Sword and Shield. One last hurrah. Shiny Charizard and Charizard as a whole was super big and popular during the whole era, the whole generation. So, instead of making it, like, one of the big main cards of the set, once again, they just threw it in as, like, a normal card, the Radiant Charizard. Which I respect. I thought that was cool. The thing is, too, people complain about, like, those cards the most. Like, I feel like people complain about those more than they complain about, like, the big stuff. Like, when I saw leaks for the Radiant Charizard, people were like, oh my gosh, another Charizard card. I'm like, it's not like this card is, like, a big popular card in the set. It's not like it's one of the big main mascot cards. Like, for instance, Vivid Voltage, it was themed around Pikachu. Darkness Ablaze, obviously, themed around Charizard. Evolving Skies, themed around Rayquaza. It's not like Crown Zenith is one of those sets where it's themed around that Charizard. So that means that Charizard is no different than any other normal card in the set. It's no different than if there was a holo and non-holo Bidoof in the set. But you don't hear people complaining about the Bidoofs, saying there's too many Bidoof cards. But you do hear people complaining about the Charizard, saying there's too many Charizard cards. Why? Because it's Charizard. And then now, they're just doing the same thing they've done before, which I appreciate, is where one of the first sets of the new generation, they're having it be a Charizard-themed set. For instance, XY, second set they made after base set. Flashfire, themed around Mega Charizard. Darkness Ablaze, third set of Sword and Shield. What's it themed around? Charizard Gigantamax. Third set of Scarlet and Violet. Obsidian Flames. What's it themed around? Dark Terra type Charizard. It's so, like, they've done it before, and they're doing it with reason. They have consistency to what they're doing. And I enjoy it. And again, I've made videos on this before, so I won't explain this once again. But it appears as if Obsidian Flames is almost like a remake of what's it called? Dragon Frontiers. Do a blank. That's my favorite set of all time, and I'm drawing a blank on the name. That's what it seems like. It seems like a remake of that set. So, and like, the Dark Charizard from that set is one of the most expensive Pokemon cards of all time. I mean, Honedge Pokedex says, anyone dares to grab its hilt, it wraps its cloth around the person's arm and drains their life energy complete? Well, I would say that is justified then. That's terrifying. They're straight up saying Honedge kills people. That's the thing with Pokemon. They add in... There's some scary stuff in there if you really look. Look how nice and blue the water looks. Well, then we could be down there swimming, celebrating with our shiny Pokemon. Shiny Frigabax. We'll find it soon enough. I feel it. It's coming soon. Honedge kills people. I'm about to release 7 boxes of them. You're gonna start like the... It's gonna be like the Honedge apocalypse. Instead of zombies running around, as Honedge is running or floating around. They don't run, they float around. X, are you checking like the EVs and IVs and all that stuff of them and like the natures and trying to get a good one? I know you're looking for the shiny, but like, since you're hatching them all, I would think might as well look. Because Aegislash is good in battling. He's got the... He has the move. King's Shield, is that what it's called? The move where you... It's like his version of Protect. And he changes his stance. Aegislash is a really cool Pokemon. It's not in Pokemon Go yet either, I don't think. They gotta add that thing in. I actually didn't even finish the Shield story because I would want to become champion with shiny Aegislash. Oh, I respect that. I respect that. I would do the same thing. The Sword and Shield game was really fun. Like I won't spoil it, but like the battling at the end, it's like the whole tournament thing you do. I really like that. It's really cool. I might stream. I've never done this. Black 2, White 2 are some of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. And they have that tournament at the end of the game where you can go in. It's like normal. It's not like the Sword and Shield one where it's like the kind of like gym battle or Elite Four type battles. It's like legit like PvP rules and stuff. Like everything's capped at level 50. You only use like 3 Pokemon or something like that. But in there, all the champions are there. Like you battle Red, Blue, Cynthia, Steven Stone. Everyone's in there. I think Lance too. I might have to do that. That'd be fun for a stream. The thing is though, I wouldn't want to do that with just a normal playthrough team from that game. I'd want to do like a randomizer. And the thing is, when you do the randomizers, you can set them up to where the Pokemon you encounter are randomized, but the Pokemon, like the gym leaders and the people you battle have, are still locked on what they normally are. It's like the name Hazard for Glycopod. Yeah, that's a cool name. Reminds me of Eden Hazard from Chelsea. Now on Real Madrid. Glycopod's a cool Pokemon too. I don't really like Wimpod because I hatched so many of them in Pokemon Go. I swear, oh my god, I can't even... Don't even get me started. I've hatched so many Wimpods out of 2K eggs in Pokemon Go. It is ridiculous. I have hatched so many of those things. I'm trying to get Larvesta. I want to get a Volcarona so bad. It costs 400 candies to evolve Larvesta to Volcarona in Pokemon Go. And I have almost 500 rare candies in that game. I think I have 470 something. I'll have to use some every so often to free up bag space, because like a quarter of my bag pretty much, no. I think it's a third of my bag is taken up by rare candies. It might even be half if I include my rare XLs. But half my bag's full of rare candies. And I need to use them on something. I'm like, whenever I get a Shundo, I'll use everything I have on that. But until then, like, I should use the candies. I should use 400 rare candies on Larvesta to evolve to Volcarona, then make it my buddy, and just all the candies I get from it being my buddy, I use those to power it up. Although, you guys noticed that? Frigabax has like a wart on his lip. Has anyone else noticed that before? When you're looking at him on his right side, but if it's actually his left side of his face? I don't know if I've noticed that yet. Maybe I have, and I'm just going crazy with all these Frigabaxes we've seen. But, Larvesta and Volcarona. I want to get those so bad. My brother hatched a Larvesta out of like a 2 egg or something. And the thing is, Larvesta's available in every egg. They troll you with that. Pokemon Go or Niantic made it so Larvesta's in every egg. But the thing is, he's like the hardest Pokemon to hatch out of every egg. He's got like the lowest odds. So it's so hard to hatch one. I've yet to hatch one. I want one so bad. Volcarona's so cool. I remember in Black and White, the first time I played it, like many people, I thought Volcarona was some kind of mythical or legendary Pokemon. With how it was in the game, down in the ruins. Speaking of that, that is such a sick location. That might be one of like my favorite areas of any Pokemon game. those ruins and how Volcarone is down there at the bottom. And you got the Darmanitans up top. That's so sick. I never really understood those other, like the statue forms of Darmanitan. Never really understood the reasoning behind those. Maybe it's just because I've never read the Dex entry. But I just think that the music's cool in that area. How you fall down. The Pokemon that spawn, Cofagrigus and all that stuff. I remember I did a randomizer for that. I was catching Regices down there in those ruins. That'd be fun. Randomizers are so fun. Because it completely changes the games. The thing is, I want to play a game with Decidueye as like my starter. And play through with that. Or Rowlet, I should say. I've never played Sun and Moon, and I heard those games aren't the best, so I don't know if I really want to play them. And then the only gens after that are 8 and 9. And I just played through Sword and Shield not long ago. I'd be cool with playing Scarlet and Violet. Do I really want to, though? Because, like, I don't know, this is an interesting thing, too, with the Pokemon games that is changing with this game. I feel, this is just me, but whenever I replayed the old Pokemon games, I replayed them because I enjoyed going through the story of those games. I enjoyed going through going gym by gym and progressing through the story, how it's like set in the game. In these games, though, you can play anything. Here, I feel like I'm wording this wrong. One major difference between this game and other Pokemon games is how you play the game. And I wonder if as a result of that, it's going to affect how much people want to play these games in the future. For instance, we go back to old Pokemon games and want to play those again because we want to go through that story once again, go through those gyms in that order, progress through the story and fight the enemy team in the order the game has set in it. But with these games, it's completely different. You can do whatever you want in whatever order. So are we going to have as much nostalgia going back to Scarlet and Violet 5-10 years from now? Because it wasn't like we all played it through the same way. We all played it through in a different order, and there wasn't a forced way to play through the game. I feel like that's going to impact people's desire to replay these games in the future. Because when I sit here right now and say, I'm going to go back and play Black and White, I'm going back to play those games because I want to play Black and White how I played it before. I want to go back and go through all the gyms. Go through those stupid monkey gym at the start. Then go to the gym in the museum. Then go to the bug gym in the city. Like, I enjoyed progressing through it in that way, in that order. But then, here, it's just whatever order you want. You can do whatever you want, however you want, whenever you want. So, are people, like, I don't really have any desire to replay this game right now. I'm having fun, like, I'm enjoying playing the game now that it's beat. I don't really want to go, like, start all over again. And maybe that is just because this is the current Pokemon game out. But I kind of feel like Sword and Shield, like, after I beat it, I'm like, oh, that was fun. I kind of want to do that again. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I'm interested to see how that, like, progresses as time goes on. How we look back on these games in the future. Because these games are unlike any other Pokemon game we've ever seen. And it's completely new. It's a completely different format. I wonder what they're going to do for the next games. Because is it just going to be like the exact same thing we see now? Where it's kind of like the story's there and you can go through it however you want. The gyms are there. You can play them in any order you want. And in this game, too, you have the 3 different storylines. You have the gyms. You have Titan Pokemon. And you have Team Star. That's their name, right? Team Star? Because Team Yell was Galar. I think it is Team Star. You have those. What's the next game going to have? Is it going to be the same thing where there's the bad guys? You can do this stuff with them. There's the gyms. You can go through and progress that story. But then the thing is here with the Titan Pokemon, that's what led to the Legendary. And typically, in Pokemon games, the bad guy storyline is what leads you to the Legendary. I think last game was the first one that didn't do that. I think Sword and Shield might have been the first one that didn't have that. I don't know about Sun and Moon. I didn't play those. I might be wrong about that. But like, look at Black and White. In Black and White, you went through Team Plasma and got to Reshiram and Zekrom from that. Team Galactic with Palkia and Dialga. Team Rocket with Mewtwo. I'm trying to think for Lugia and Ho-Oh. Team Rocket were there again. I want to say they were a part of it. I could be wrong, though. But then Kyogre and Groudon, Team Magma, Team Aqua. And Team Flare with Xerneas and Yveltal. Like, all of them, like, the enemy are what leads you to and are the reason you catch the Legendary in the first place. This game you didn't, though, and I like how it was in this game. But is that like a storyline they're going to abandon or step away from in future games? I'm interested to see how that plays out, too. Pokemon is so much fun. Like, look at all the stuff we're just talking about right now. All these different possibilities and different things they can do. Like, I wonder if, for the third Legendary in this game, how are we going to catch it? Because we caught the Legendaries here through the story. And is the DLC going to have some story we go through? Or is it just going to be like Kyurem was in Black and White? It was just in a set location. Dude, I remember when I found Kyurem for the first time. I was just playing the game. I didn't even know what a Kyurem was. I was just roaming around training my Pokemon. And I stumbled across Kyurem. And I was like, oh my god, this is insane. I eventually caught him. I thought it was so cool. I thought I found some big rare Pokemon. Turns out it was the third Legendary. I didn't even know. And then Cobalion, too. Cobalion, Cobalion, however you want to say the name. I found the cave where it was pitch black. And I didn't have a Pokemon that used Flash or Flare or whatever the move's called. So I made my way through that cave in the pitch black. I just figured it out. And then I found Cobalion. I'm like, oh my god, this Pokemon is insane. I don't think I caught it the first time, though. I think I eventually left because I couldn't catch it. Hang on. I think we need a new sandwich. Yeah, let's go get another sandwich real quick. But like all those what I'm getting at is all those Legendaries and stuff. They were in those set locations that you kind of just had to find. How are they going to be in the DLC for this? Is it because we had Koraidon and Miraidon, the main box Legendaries, that you have to play through the story to get. And that's typically how the games are. But then you have all the other Legendaries in this game, like Chen Pao. Is that his name? Let me check. This guy right here. Chen Pao, yeah. All those Pokemon where they are in set locations, but you have to find the staffs to get them there, or to get to where they are. I think that's like a cool addition to like the set location for the Legendaries. But I wonder how the DLC is going to work. Because, for instance, in Platinum, you had the third game to get Giratina. And it was like the storyline, the Distortion World, and all that stuff to go get them. Which I don't think I've ever fully played. I've played, like, the start of Platinum, I'm pretty sure. I don't recall ever playing in the Distortion World, though. It might have been something I got, like, stuck at when I was little and couldn't beat and didn't play it. But I feel like I've never played Platinum before. Again, I wish they remade Platinum instead of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Could you imagine they redid Platinum? Everyone would have loved it. Again, I said the reason why I think they did Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was to have two games so they could make more money. But and that's probably their logic behind it. I feel, though, they would have made more money on Platinum alone because of how many more people genuinely love that game and view it as one of, if not the best Pokemon game of all time. So I think it was yesterday we were talking about this. The best Pokemon games of all time. Platinum, Black 2, White 2. That's top tier. Then just below them, some people put them on the same level. You have like Emerald and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I think that's how it goes for me. Platinum, Black 2, White 2, very tippity top. And then just behind them, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Emerald. I've never played the other remakes, the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I played X and Y. The one problem with X and Y was it was just too easy. That's my only complaint with that game. The game was too easy. You might be thinking, what do you mean it was too easy? They give you so much stuff. You have obviously your starter, which many people play Greninja because Greninja's awesome. Then they give you a Kanto starter you can Mega Evolve. They give you a Mega Lucario, and you also can just go get that Snorlax, which some people might not view Snorlax as a big, strong Pokemon. I love Snorlax, so I obviously caught him. And they just, like, give you all that stuff, and as a result, it makes the game easy. Like, I'd be cool if I had to grind for the Mega Charizard, but they just gave it to me. And I felt that kind of took away some of the allure of the game. Took away some of the grinding aspect of it. Those are just my thoughts on it, though. That's why, dude, that's the one thing we never had. Pokemon Z. Dude, Kalos had the potential. The Kalos third game had the potential to be the best Pokemon game ever. And I think we didn't get Z because we got Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which I'm not complaining about that, because we got Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, we got all those Megas from Gen 3, which are awesome. Mega Sharpedo, Mega Camerupt, the starters, Mega Blaziken, Mega Sceptile, Mega Swampert, Mega Metagross, Mega Salamence. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Obviously, Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Aggron. There's probably some more I'm leaving out. We get like all those Pokemon right there. All those Pokemon just listed off are like cool elite Pokemon. And we got Megas for all of them, which was so cool. Not complaining about that in the slightest bit. But because we got that, I think that's why we never got Pokemon Z. One day. When the time comes, what we said 2027 was the year, because 2023 is this year, DLC, 2024 remake. That's Gen 5, 2026 new game, 2027, no, 2020, wait, no, 2028. 2022 new game, 2023 DLC, 2024 remake, 2025 new game, 2026 DLC, 2027 remake. 2027. If I'm still making these videos then, you guys are going to be seeing so much content for Pokemon Z, the X and Y remakes. I will play the heck out of those games. And even if we end up getting, in 2024, if we end up getting Black and White 3, like, what? I love that. I wonder how that would look. Because obviously they have the option of doing... That'd be the last game where they could do what they did for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Because in Gen 6 is when they started making it like the 3D stuff. So Gen 5 was the last gen with the 2D guys. Are they gonna do what they did with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl for that? Which I liked those. I thought that was cool how they had the games. But my biggest complaint, as I've said many times before, is it's just the same game. Copy and pasted. They changed absolutely nothing. If they added in something like, dude, if they had added in Megas in that game, I would have been all over that game. I'd have been playing that game instead of this game right now. if there was Megas and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Yo, Brian McKinney, what's up, man? I appreciate you tuning in again. I remember you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I remember all you guys that tuned. We got the crew. Victor616, X, and Brian McKinney. Then Shadow Wolf. It's Wolfman. Yeah, Shadow Wolfman. He was watching yesterday for a bit. Sub during the stream. Appreciate him as well. And everyone else that may be watching. Because when I watch streams, I don't type in the chats. Never. I'm not a viewer that is active in the chats or in the comments. Anything like that. Not me. So to all those that watch and just don't comment, I appreciate you guys. You're just like me. But then to all the people that are typing in the chat, you guys know I love all you. Thank you so much for watching. Brian McKinney, have you found it? We have not. We are still searching for shiny Frigabacks. If we don't find it today, my plan is tomorrow to lead off this stream using a sandwich with the Herba Mystica. Because I was doing some streams with my or some raids with my brother. Oh, must not be able to open my bag while I'm climbing like this. Found shiny Drowsy today and I was Hypno. That's a cool one. It's purple, right? Or like pink? That's a sick one. But we have, as I was saying, it's in the food. So I have 3 spicy Herba Mysticas and 1 bitter Herba Mystica. I've never used any Herba Mystica before, so I don't know how it works. I was seeing, like, for instance, when we were doing Finizen, some of the sandwiches said you can just use 2 of any Herba Mystica, but then some of them it was, like, specifically salty Herba Mystica. I always thought the spicy one was the one that boosted the shiny odds. So I'll have to look up a sandwich. It is pink. That's what I thought. Yeah, those are sick. Hypno is kind of a creepy looking Pokemon, though, if I'm being honest. Drowsy, too. They both look kind of creepy. But if I don't get the shiny Frigabacks today, we're using the spicy or the Herba Mystica to get a sandwich tomorrow. To hopefully find it early. And then we'll evolve it on stream. Maybe it's just... I'm telling you guys, it's because Bisharp we got so easily. The game's like, we're giving him Bisharp quickly and easily, so then he's hooked and he has to do all these other ones, and he's gonna grind for all these other ones and not stop till he gets it. Because they're right, I'm not stopping till I get this thing. There's 2 over here. How are these Frigabacks climbing this mountain so easily? Rhydon was barely able to run up. Pink shinies are cool. Swampert's a pink one too. Wailord. Or is that more purple? Nah, Wailord's pink. Wailmer is more purple. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Make sure you guys watch my video for this Saturday, too. It should be a good one. We talk about all the Charizard cards from the recent sets and stuff. I love Charizard. I love talking about it in all my videos. I can't wait for Obsidian Flames. I'm telling you guys. When Obsidian Flames comes out, there's going to be so much content of that on my channel. I'm opening Obsidian Flames until I pull the Charizard EX. I don't want the full art one. I don't want the gold one. I'd be cool with those, but the one I want to pull, the one I'm going to open packs until I pull, is the normal EX Charizard EX Dark Terra type one. That's the one I want. Because it reminds me so much of not only the Gold Star Charizard from EX Dragon Frontiers, but also the Mega Charizard X. EX from Flashfire. My favorite Charizard card of all time. I am so excited for that card. And also, too, because I feel the normal EX version does a better job at showing the dark type aspect of the card. Because you think when you see a dark Pokemon card, it's got the black all on. Or water type's all blue, fire type's all red, grass type's all green. With the full art cards, you kind of lose that. you kind of lose all that stuff and it goes away with the full arts, but you still see it with the normal cards. We used to talk about megas like yesterday. I was just talking about megas for a bit, dude. I love mega Pokemon. And I was just talking about how we never got Pokemon Z, a third game for X and Y. But I think the reason for that is because we had those remakes, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because in those games, and I'm cool with having those and not having the third game, if it meant we had a third game and didn't have those, because those games gave us so many cool megas. The starters, Mega Swampert, Mega Blaziken, Mega Sceptile, the pseudos, Mega Metagross, Mega Salamence, the legendaries, Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, Mega Rayquaza, all the other cool Hoenn Pokemon that had megas, Altaria, Aggron, Camerupt, Sharpedo, Sableye. That's the shiny one! Is that... I thought that was the shiny. Doesn't it look shiny? Oh, it's because the sun's setting. Oh, my... Oh, I thought we had it. I couldn't see the, like... I couldn't see, like, the snot on it. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I couldn't see the snot and how it was in the light. It made... Oh, my gosh. I thought that was it. I thought that was the shiny Frigibax. No! I thought we had it. Well, we'll just keep going. What were we talking about? Megas. The megas. Yeah. Because we had Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we got all those cool megas. Yeah, let's keep going. Exactly. We're not quitting. Because we had Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, we had all those cool megas, and I don't think we would have gotten if we hadn't gotten those games, so I'm perfectly cool with that. I'm perfectly cool with having those instead of having the third game. But just think, once they do the remake, it'll be 2027, like I said. Once they do remakes for Pokemon X and Y, it will be insane. How you been streaming today? You mean how long I've been streaming? We've been only going for an hour and 22 minutes. I started later because I was working on my video for Saturday. I was recording the video about Charizard. It's an awesome video. Can't wait for you guys to see it. But then I won't have any videos to work on tomorrow, so I'm gonna start earlier streaming tomorrow. If I'm gonna plan to do like another 3-hour stream tomorrow to hopefully finally get this shiny Frigibax. This thing's taking so freaking long. Look, Frigibax, and just none of them are shiny. Maybe we head up to the highest peak again. I like how detailed the moon is in this game, too. God, that one, I thought that was it. I thought we had it right there. Yeah, I know, we're on the 3rd stream doing this exactly. And the goal with this is we get all the shinies, then we make a team, and then I go finish the game. Because I haven't finished the post-game of this. Sorry, lip it. Alright, let's go to the highest point. Let's see if there's any up there. Hey, Brian McKinney, I'll try to watch every stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. I appreciate having you in the stream. I mean, I enjoy it. Good having you guys to talk to when I'm in here. Searching and searching and searching and searching and searching and searching and searching for shiny Frigibax. Or just any of these shinies, for that matter. I gotta decide what to do next. I know, we have to find this one first, and I'm already thinking of the next one. Maybe that's why we haven't found this one, because I keep talking about the next one we're gonna do. I think I want to do, Oh, you beat the story today. Congrats. Isn't it fun? It's so awesome. This is such a good game. But the one I think I might do next... I want the Flamingo. Flamigo. And, oh, so I beat the Arctibax up here, and there hasn't been one since. Interesting. But I wonder if, there's mass outbreaks for that thing. Roaring Moon 5 minutes ago? Speaking of Roaring Moon, that's the other one I might want to go shiny hunt. I think that might be insanely hard, though. How cool even is shiny Roaring Moon? I know it's green. But, like, compared to, like, the normal one, you know? Shiny Roaring Moon. No, it's sick. It is. Oh, it is so cool. I like it way better than the normal one. Oh, the tips of the wings are like lime green as well. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's sick. We might be shiny hunting Roaring Moon next. That's a sick one. That'd be a cool one to have too. You have shiny Salamence? I have a shiny Bagon in Pokemon Go. I don't have a shiny Salamence, though. I haven't evolved it because I'm saving all my candies for Salamence in Pokemon Go for either maxing out my Shadow 3-star one or if I get 100 IV to then use that as my Mega Salamence and max that out. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Decidueye, though, is one I've been thinking of that's really cool that I really want. But what would our team be then if we get the... So we'll have Frigibax. We'll have Don, even though the team's all shinies, Donde's on the team. Donde, Excalibur, All Might, Gyarados. We could do Roaring Moon and the Flamingo. Oh, no, we have King Gambit. So that's King Gambit. And then the Flamingo. Or we could drop Donde and then actually use an all shiny team. Level 100 Donde might be cheating. He might be too good. Yeah, exactly, Brian McKinney. That's what I was saying. It's hard to find Roaring Moon to begin with. Like, look how long it's taken us to get shiny Frigibax. And look how many we're seeing. If we try to do Roaring Moon, I wonder if the sandwich would help, though. Yeah, I know the spot where you can get him. It's in that, like, special cave. I'm pretty sure I already have a Roaring Moon. At least I should. Yeah. Roaring Moon, here we go. Yeah, he's a cool Pokemon. The shiny one. He's good in battling, too. That would be a insane team as well. Imagine pulling up shiny Roaring Moon, shiny Excalibur, shiny All Might, shiny King Gambit. Like, we got all the big bad Pokemon from Paldea shiny. Pulling up to a battle with those guys, that'd be sick. Oh, you need to trade the... Yeah, I get what you mean. I have Scarlet. My brother has Violet, so I played with him to get some of the Paradox ones. I still don't have all of them, though. I still want Delibird. Iron Bundle, I think's the name. I caught the... Oh, wow, it's not... I thought I was stuck getting in the encounter with him. I have the... What's it called? Iron Thorns. He's so cool. That's one of the coolest Paradox Pokemon there is. That thing looks gnarly. Like the Mecha Godzilla. I saw this one theory about Megas. Is that Megas are just Paradox Pokemon, just not called Paradox Pokemon, if that makes any sense. Because I think Sycamore said that Mega Evolution isn't necessarily a new evolution, but more of just the Pokemon like calling on the DNA of their ancestors or whatever it is in order to evolve further into their form or to resemble them. And so it would mean that like Mega Tyranitar, for instance, would be the past Tyranitar, past Paradox Tyranitar, and then the Paradox Tyranitar in this game is obviously the future one. And then like Garchomp, for instance, would be the past one as well. Which, that one, like, some of those like make sense, because they look more like primal or like have that look to them. They look like they're more like dinosaur-y of the past. Like Camerupt, Sharpedo, all of them really. The thing is though, with Pokemon, like, something that cool that does kind of make sense. Yeah, they're not doing that though. Let's head over here. No, I don't want to fly here. I want to set destination. Oh, I saw that Cubchoo, thought it was a shiny for a second, had to check. Not shiny. Do you have Golden Go? I do not. Not yet. No. I do not have Golden Go. I don't have enough of the gold coins yet. Probably at 200 something now. You're collecting the coins right now? I mean, shoot. There's a bunch of Gimme Ghoul around the mountain. I might see so many of them from looking for shiny Frigobacks. I might have enough by the end. Got 564 thing. That's a lot. Like I said, I think I have 200 something. Not shiny. I just want to head over to the Dragon's Lair once again and see if there's any there. Oh, I thought that one was shiny right there. Gosh. That's the one issue, too. When they're kind of not loaded in, they kind of look like like before they're fully loaded. The chests give a lot. Oh, shoot. I ran away from a bunch of those things, I think. Let's go to the Dragon's Lair. Oh, wait, you see that? Where that, like, giant spike thing is? It kind of looks like a footprint there, doesn't it? That Frigobacks is falling down the hill. He's not shiny, though, Frigobacks. Sorry, you can keep falling, because you're not shiny. We just want your shiny brethren. We are 3 streams deep. Still have yet to find this shiny. Will this take longer than Finizen? It doesn't feel like we've been going for as long as Finizen. Because honestly, mathematically, we might not be. You know, over here is where we got the shiny Snover, so maybe we just hang out over here. No. 3 little things. Super Potion, Great Ball. Yeah, right. 4 things. Never melt ice. Alright, Dragon's Lair. Here we go. Guarded by a Halucha. I'm not gonna look. Run in and look. It's always when they're not loaded in. Like, if I run out here. Now watch, I'm gonna go back in here. Look at it. It looks shiny there, like, before the colors fully adjust. Not shiny, though. Hey. Drew P, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Why does this always happen, dude? I'm about to end the stream, and, like, new people always tune in. We've probably lost out on, like, 4 or 5 viewers now because people tune in right when I end this stream. Drew P, thank you for tuning in. Yo, 5 Gimme Gold coins. That's the most we've gotten from one today. We're wrapping up the hunt here today. Let's go one last spot. We're still looking for shiny Frigabacks. It's been 3 streams now. We're going to go on to 4 tomorrow, unless there's one here at the top of the mountain real quick. I flew to the wrong spot. Okay, never mind. Hang on, where is it? There it is. Paldea's highest peak. Imagine we fly up here right now and find the shiny. That would be insane. There's nothing up here. Oh. Maybe that's a sign to just stop for the day. They're telling you, go do something else. Gonna find another shiny Snower before you find Frigabacks? We might. We're gonna find another shiny something before we find Frigabacks. Frigabacks is taking forever. Hey, and also too, Drew P. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate it. We'll be live tomorrow, probably around noon. Hunting for this again, probably about noon to 3. Or noon until we find the shiny. Make sure you guys are all subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you watching. Look, I have to go. I got somewhere to be. But I'm still here. I don't want to stop. I want to just keep looking. Shiny Frigabacks, where are you? Why do you elude us so much? Why must you hide? After this long. Alright, well, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Brian McKinney, thank you for tuning in once again. X, thank you for tuning in. Drew P, thank you for tuning in. And Victor616, you guys are all the best. I appreciate you all tuning in. It means a lot. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be live tomorrow around probably somewhere between noon to 1. I'll try to go live around noon. We're going to lead off with using the Herba Mystica to try to get this shiny Frigabacks finally. But that is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And this is the Pokeplaya